So yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story. I remember I was in high school. I was at a party. There was this girl that I kind of had a crush on. I thought she was attractive, and we got to talking and whatnot. And there was a TV on at the party, and there was a football game on. And there was this football player that came on the screen, and in that moment, she made a gesture, and I asked her, "What was that about?" She kind of got flustered and make like a girlish gesture, like, you know. And I asked her, "What was that about?" And she's like, "Oh, something about football players. I just love them." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Okay, that's interesting." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Because, like, do you know what they can do to me?" Pause. So this is what she said to me. Right away, I made the relation in my head. She's obviously talking about sexually what they can do, because they put themselves through all kinds of different training, strenuous training. You know, they're running and lifting weights and all the things football players and professional athletes do to be the best they can on the field. And she's relating that to how that can transpire over to the bedroom with her. And I never made that connection before. A lot of times you hear girls say, "Oh, this guy's attractive because, you know, he's cute and whatnot." I never really heard a girl actually made that reference. Find a guy, not so much more that he's attractive because the way he looks, just the aesthetics, but attractive because of his physical prowess, his capabilities in the bedroom, will be able to perform in the bedroom. So right away, that stuck with me. And this is high school we're talking. Alright? Shout out the girl that I'm talking about. Okay? I'm not gonna say her name, but shout you out. You put me on game. So that's something that resonated with me, and I took that with me. And I realized that the burden of performance is on the male in a heterosexual relationship. I'm strictly talking heterosexual here. Alright? I don't want nobody to get offense from these statements I'm making or whatnot. I'm talking to man and a woman. Okay? And yes, there's women who also, you know, they want to perform and etc. etc. Yes. Come on, baby. I love it. I love it. Right? But we're talking about the male's burden right now with regards to performance. Men, for some reason, have forgotten about this. Okay? It's not your job just to show up. It's hers. The burden of sexual performance lies on you as the man. It lies on you. So if that's not motivation enough to get you up and want to be active, hit the gym, or just be physically fit and capable, I don't know what will. Right? When a girl sees a man attractive, right? She sees a man's physique attractive to her. What do you think that attraction is? It's the capability she sees in the man. When she sees a good built man, she sees his capabilities. That's what she finds attractive. Now ask yourself, what is it that she's seeing that's attracting her to the capability? What is it that the man is capable of that has her attracted to the capability? Right? I'll tell you what it is. He's capable of fulfilling her sexually and protectively. That's the first thing she sees. Right? So keep that in mind. When you're sitting around and you're going through IG and you see these fitness models, right? And you're looking at them and you're thinking to yourself, "Man, I want this girl, yo. If I had this girl, oh my gosh, you would know what I'd do." What would you do if you got that girl? Half the time you wouldn't even know what to do with that. Right? You get yourself in that situation, be shocked you're there, and end up with performance anxiety because you hadn't studied for the test. You get what I'm saying to you? So you have to mentally prepare yourself, physically prepare yourself to be all-rounded the king that you are. So she can feel like the queen she is, inside and outside the bedroom. So I got a couple exercises that'll help you guys do that. Couple movements, some advanced, some simple. But I want you guys to keep this in mind. Anything to get you motivated. I'm being real right here, right now. Right? Think about it. You can't get mad at your girl if she's in the gym or you guys are walking in the mall and she sees another man that's built and she finds that attractive. That's in her nature. It's in her nature. Just like it's in your nature to do certain things the way you do. But you've got to bring yourself up and live up to that standard, you see. To that criteria. So you can match that. So you don't have to be insecure about that. So you can fulfill your girl in the bedroom. Right? So she can call you king. So you can feel like a king. Take your ego out of it. You got to be prepared. Right? You have to be prepared. That's the only way to ease anxiety when it comes to performing. Think about it. Say you're an actor and you just got a part. Are you just going to go in and wing it? Or are you going to apply yourself, study, learn the ins and outs of the role that's required to you to play? So that way, when you're in front of the cameras and the big show is about to happen, that anxiety is at a calm. Because you did your homework, you're there to perform. Now translate that to in the bedroom. Every night. You shouldn't be drinking in excess. You shouldn't be eating in excess. You should be watching what you eat. You should be active. You should be running. You know what I mean? You should pick up some kind of physical activity that can translate into the bedroom. So these are a few movements. You guys take your time with this, you know? This is a program I put together to help bring out the best you inside the bedroom. Bridges, with weight, without weight, whatever you're comfortable with, right? You could do them elevated like I'm demonstrating here on a bench, or you could do them on the floor. Up to you. Get that thrust game up to par, up to standard, that lower back, your glutes, hamstrings, all that activated. Burpees. The burpees, you need your cardio with regards to performing in the bedroom. I mean, when you run out of breath in any task, your mind gets muddy. Your mind and your body starts to disconnect. Okay, so your mind will be trying to do one thing and your body's not up to the task. Okay, so burpees help to kill laziness. It helps to build up your cardiovascular. It's a nice compound movement, so all your muscles are involved. You get a good workout, good sweat, and you build up that cardiovascular endurance. Plank drags, okay? These plank drags are for when you're on top of your girl, missionary, what have you. You're not buckling, okay? You're not shaking, right? Your arms aren't giving out. You know what I mean? Your lower back's not, you know, sagging and you're not falling apart on top of your girl. Okay, you're keeping it together. So that's the plank drags. All right, it's an awesome exercise for that. Unique front squat. So if you are really up for the task and you want to pick your spouse up, pick your girl up, right? This demonstrates that movement, right? This replicates that movement so you could get in your practice, you get used to the weight, and etc. Self-explanatory. All right, that's a little advanced, right? If you don't have a squat rack or if you don't have a bar, you can get a sandbag, you can get dumbbells, you can get whatever, anything heavy. You know what I mean? Make some water in garbage bag, tie a knot, and same thing, same movements. Get your front squats in. All right, yeah, so just a few movements for you guys to familiarize yourself with. Stretch to be agile, lift to be strong, train to be explosive, okay? And she'll be grateful. That'll translate over to the bedroom. She'll make you feel like the king you are because you'll be performing like the king you are. Sometimes in the bedroom, hey, depending on how you play it, it's a fight. Fight for leverage, fight for position, fight of energies. And she wants you to dominate her, right? She wants you to dominate that space. But if you're not physically up for the task, my friend, I can't blame her for wanting to leave or for her to stray, and you better not either. So apply yourself. Get yourself in fighting shape. Are you fighting today? She might be.